Alright guys, I just have something on my mind and I just have to get it off my chest. I'm going to talk to you about fear and about change. Life is like a constant journey of figuring out who you are, who you want to be, and what the hell you want to do with this life that you've been given. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing, things are always going to be changing. You're always going to have bad times, you're always going to have good times, you're always going to have hardships and things that you wish weren't happening, but they're going to happen anyways. We can't change those things, but what you can change is your mindset about those things. Are you going to let them things stop you, or are you going to let those things drive you and push even harder to what you want to do and get to where you want to be? What I want to figure out from you guys is what drives you. Not what drives you because that's what your grandma wants, or because it's what your dad did, or because it's what your friends are doing, or because that's what your cousins said that they think that you should be doing. What drives you specifically for you? I talk to people every day, all day, and I hear them talk about why they can't do things. I hear them talk about all the things they want to do, but then you hear all the things and all the reasons why they can't do it. Why are we letting all these things hold us back from what we want? There is a lot of things that we want to do in this life. There's millions, there's countless of things that we want to do, so why are we allowing so many things to hold us back from doing those things? How many times do you look at something and say, that's just not for me, that's not going to happen, that's not attainable, that's good for them, but I could never do that? Why? Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you saying that you can't do these things? Why are you putting yourself down? Instead of thinking this way, I want you to start thinking, why not me? Why can't I do this? Why can't I just live the life that I want to be living? What can I change? What can I do differently to get there? Because what I'm doing right now obviously is not working if I'm not where I want to be. I want you to know that you can do anything in this world that you want to do. You just have to decide that you want it, make a plan to get there, and make it happen without excuses. Is it going to be hard? Hell yeah, it's going to be hard. Nothing worth having in life is going to just fall easy and come into your lap and show up on your doorstep and boom, there it is. That's not going to happen. The people at the top who have these wonderful lives that you see and you wish you had didn't just fall there. They didn't just land one day and, oh, well, I'm just going to end up here. They worked their ass off to get there. All the things that you don't see them doing behind the screen, them waking up early, them going to bed late, them constantly working every chance that they get, that's why they're there. Stop putting doubt in your mind that you are not going to achieve the life that you want. Because the only thing that's holding yourself back from what you want is yourself. You have to look at your life and realize what you have. You were granted this life. The chances that you even have this life are very slim. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to wake up one day when you're 86 years old and regret that you didn't do what you wanted to do when you were 25 because someone told you it was a dumb idea or someone else didn't agree with it? Are you really going to look back on your life and regret that you didn't do something because you cared about what some other person said about it? Why are you making other people's opinions more important than your own? No one's opinion should matter more than your own. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, the only person you are guaranteed that you have to go to bed with every night is yourself. When you look in the mirror 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the road, do you want to see regret in your eyes? Or do you want to say, hell yeah, I'm so glad I went for it and I tried. You know, maybe it didn't work out the way you wanted to, but at least I don't have to live with myself and regret not trying. Never knowing what could have happened. If you want things in life, guys, you've got to be real with yourself. I was lying to myself for years, telling myself that this is what I wanted, this was what's going to happen, and I was happy and I was okay with it. Do you know how hard it is to be genuinely real and honest with yourself? It's very hard because we like to think that everything's okay, everything's going smoothly, we are really good at just putting that smile on our face and walking around like everything's okay, but guess what? When you go to bed at night, you know that you're lying to yourself. So why do you keep lying to yourself? It's not easy to do. It's not easy to be honest with yourself. It's not easy to be real. It sucks. Because sometimes our reality isn't as awesome as we think it is, and that is painful. It's very painful to realize that. But what's even more painful is to realize that one day we never woke up and smelled the coffee and looked at it for what it was, because it's too late to change it now. When you're not honest with yourself, guys, you create so much vulnerability and a huge wide open door to unhappiness. Why? Because every day you're living a lie. You keep telling yourself something that just isn't the reality. Don't be that person left walking around with a smile on your face, pretending that things are the way that you wish they were. Make things the way that you wish they were. Decide that you are going to make it happen. I don't care how you make it happen. I don't care what it even is about. Whatever you want in life, go out and freaking get it. Stop caring about what other people are going to say about it. People are always going to be negative. They're always going to have an opinion. Who gives a shit? If you believe in what you're doing, if you love what you're doing, if it wakes you up every morning so damn happy because you're so excited to do whatever the hell it is that you're doing, why? Why would you stop and let someone's negativity ruin your positive life? Let them live in their negativity, but don't let that rub off on you. Whatever you think in here is what matters. Your opinion matters most. If you are just negative thoughts, guess what you're going to attract? Negative people. Pay attention to who you have surrounding around you. If you have negative people just whining and complaining and, oh, I can't do this and, oh, I can't do that and this is never going to happen and this is what's wrong with the world, blah, 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 guess what? You're going to be the same damn way, because you are like the 5 people you spend the most time with. But if you have people around you who are very positive, you know what? Maybe things aren't perfect. Maybe things are never going to be perfect, but that's okay. I'm still happy with it. I'm still making things happen. I'm still doing what's best for me because my happiness is my priority. No one else should have your happiness in their pocket. You have the power to make yourself happy. No one else should have that power over you. Because you know what? No matter who that person is, someday that person's not going to be there. And guess what? You don't have that happiness power anymore. Leave your own happiness in your pocket. Leave your destiny in your hands. You need to make it happen. No one is going to make it happen for you. When I took this leap of faith to join this company, I knew that people were going to say shit about it. It's something new, something that's never existed before. It's not like anything else on the market. They're going to compare it to things that have nothing to do with it. I knew that was going to happen. I knew people wouldn't do their research. I knew people would be naysayers. But guess what? Am I going to let that stop me? No. If I would have let that stop me, I would have never felt the way that I do now. I would never have earned enough money to pay off one of my student loans in full already in 5 weeks. I would have never helped over 300 people feel the best they've ever felt. I would have never helped people get off their anxiety medications. I would have never helped people balance their blood sugars. I would have never helped people increase their insulin sensitivity. I would have never done any of that. I could go on and on and on about all the things that people feel. People are happier. They're able to spend more time with their kids. They actually can focus at school and at work. They're not constantly snacking. They're not craving a bunch of junk. They're not having crashes constantly throughout the day. That is what gets me up every day, because I know I feel that way, and I know that I have something right in my hands that can make someone else feel that way too. And am I going to be selfish and hold that back when I know I have an answer for someone and not share it? No, I'm going to share that with someone. If they don't want it, if they don't want to do it, fine, that's their decision. But my job, my purpose, what I'm going to do is let you know that I have something out there that can change your life, that can fix some of the problems you might be having. You just have to decide that you're willing to try it. I've done my research. I know how awesome this is. I know how many doctors are recommending it and how much research they've been doing on it. I can give you countless things, that you can attach this to for health conditions that this can help. Is it going to cure it? No. It's not going to cure it, but guess what? It's going to make you feel a hell of a lot better. And I would much rather be spending money on something that my body actually makes naturally than something that I'm putting into my body foreign to fix a problem with other side effects I have to take more medications for. You are good enough to get whatever you want in life. You are good enough to achieve whatever you want in life. You just have to believe that you are. It doesn't matter if anyone else believes in you. You can have 300 people rooting you on and telling you how great you are and how awesome you are and, oh, you're going to make this happen and it's going to be so easy and it's going to come to you. That doesn't matter if you don't believe it. Because if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. Success comes to people who believe that they can achieve it, that believe they are worthy of it. If you don't think you're worth it, guess what? It's not going to happen. You guys, my point is, I would never feel as freaking amazing as I feel right now if I would have listened to what someone else had said. If I would have stopped when one person said a negative thing about it. That wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have changed all those people's lives. And that, to me, just breaks my heart because I know what it's like to feel stuck in the position that I was in, and I don't want to feel that way ever again. I don't want people to be stuck where they are. I want people to know that, you know what, here's something that's going to help you. It's going to make you sleep better. It's going to make you happier. It's going to give you more energy. And it's something that your body produces naturally. It's not a meal replacement. It's not a pill. It's not a wrap. It's not a protein shake. It has nothing to do with any of that stuff. It's literally a fuel source for your body. Google it. Your body has 2 fuel sources, glucose and ketones. Guess what you were born on? Ketones. Guess what your native fuel source is then? Ketones. Guess what your body prefers? Ketones. Guess what? It's really damn hard to get your body to do it though. Unless you're starving yourself or unless you're on a very strict ketogenic diet and you're actually able to do it, which many people aren't, you're not going to be making ketones, at least in the amount that you would have to be in a ketogenic state. This is something that literally is going to do that for you in 60 minutes or less. That's why people are skeptical about it. It's proof that it works. We proved it over and over and over again that it works. This stuff, I promise you, is going to be everywhere. And it's going to be taking over. Mark my words. Stop holding yourself back from what you want in life. Stop saying tomorrow. Stop saying next week. Stop saying next year. Do it now. Stop waiting, because guess what? Time goes really damn fast. And you do not want to regret not taking a chance that could have changed your life.